And if the Riddler tries to make good on his filthy threat...
I'll bash him brutally.
Welcome to In Defense Of, making the case for overlooked, forgotten, or derided movies in 5 minutes or less. If you don't have 5 minutes, here's 5 seconds. Today, In Defense Of, Batman the Movie, a 1966 superhero comedy spin-off from the iconic TV show of the same name. The TV show was just called Batman, not Batman the Movie. That wouldn't make any sense.
Oh, hello.
Who is it?
Batman.
Oh, Batman. Hello, Batman.
The Joker, Catwoman, the Riddler, the Penguin. Gotham City's rogues gallery have united to form an unstoppable criminal enterprise with global domination in their sights. At the heart of their plans, an experimental superweapon that can dehydrate anyone into a pile of dust, and rehydrate them at will. It's up to Batman and Robin to overcome the odds and save not just Gotham, but the world.
Batman and Robin are fully deputized agents of the law.
Support your police. That's our message.
Well said, Robin.
Have you seen the 1960s Batman TV show? This is the same. Flamboyant characters, dazzling production design, bizarre dialogue and logic. For many, these are the defining versions of Batman and his associated friends and foes. The film opens with a mission statement that makes its aims clear. Hey, what you're about to watch is pure, unrestrained fun. This is a movie where an exploding shark isn't enough. We need an exploding porpoise, an exploding octopus too. This is a movie where not one but two major plot developments occur as the result of characters falling over. And they're within 2 minutes of each other. Lazy writing? Maybe. But Batman the movie doesn't care what you think, it just does what it wants. This entire film is hysterical joy, and I just don't think I can watch it without smiling throughout. I mean, there's a brief period where the film slows down for a few minutes, but before boredom can set in, this happens. It's a live-action cartoon. The anti-shark spray and some days you just can't get rid of a bomb have become something of internet memes these days. Many think these have been plucked from random episodes of the TV show, but no, they're both in this film. But tellingly, there are even more hilarious moments that have been overlooked. Like when the Batcopter is shot down, but luckily there's a foam rubber convention in town to break its fall. Or my favourite part of the whole movie when Batman realises that love interest Miss Kicker is actually Catwoman, and he just stares into space for a full 20 seconds. A lot of people don't like the Adam West incarnation of the Caped Crusader. Typically Batman fans who prefer the grim and moody version insist that Batman must be taken seriously. I've never really liked this mindset. See, for a long time, Batman was not a character to be taken seriously. It was light-hearted stories from these eras that I was reading during my formative years rather than darker contemporary output like Nightfall or No Man's Land. Stories that seem absurd for Batman, like fighting alien monsters or Catwoman flying a panther jet with retractable claws, defined Batman to me. So when this movie introduced me to Batman on film, I took it as a direct adaptation of the comics that I've been reading. What flew over my juvenile head, however, is the true appeal of 60s Batman. Camp elevated to stratospheric levels. I didn't realise that the camp was intentional. I perceived it as some unfortunate byproduct of the 60s, something to be embarrassed about. Not so, the film aims to posture and peacock and see just how absurd things can get. Embrace it, because there's very little else out there like it.
Nobility of the almost human porpoise.
True, Robin. It was noble of that animal to hurl himself into the path of that final torpedo.
The Batman TV show was a cultural phenomenon, but few are aware of the film, which was released shortly after the show's first season. It didn't do well in cinemas, but there's really not much bad here. You get what you expect. If I have to pick something, it's that the Joker is underutilized compared to the other villains who all get their bits in, while the Joker just sort of hops around and uses a joy buzzer once. Given how much attention the character has had since Jack Nicholson donned the role, maybe it's a good thing he has less focus here.
Banana, Russian. I've got it. Someone Russian is gonna slip on a banana peel and break their neck.
Precisely, Robin. The only possible meaning.
Apparently, comic book movies are quite popular these days. None of them are like Batman the movie though, really, so I'd recommend the really awful Spider-Man TV movie from the 70s. My earliest memory of laughing so hard that I couldn't breathe was during this. And Italian comic flick Danger Diabolique. Apparently it has that similar 60s vibe. I've not seen it, but my housemate keeps requesting that I review it.
Let's go. But inconspicuously. Through the window.
I'm firmly of the belief that we need both types of Batman. Grim and camp. Gritty and zany. Whether you like the sillier version of the character or not, Batman the movie offers the superlative portrayal. Its aims are clear and successfully achieved. Can you say that of any of the 90s movies? Seriously, it's a full 20 seconds.